Hey, what up, Jeff? Jake, Thomas, what up? Jake, what up, everybody? Shauna in the house. Jake's better half. All right, we'll get started here in just a moment. Let me go grab my beer, and then we'll get started. Jake. All right, guys, got a brisky, ready to roll. Let's have some fun. Get some new gloves. All right. Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome, welcome. If you're new, welcome to the show. All right. Well, cheers. Little nimble giant to be had tonight. This is a 16 ouncer, I think, a pounder. I think we got a pounder right here. So we'll enjoy one of these. So cheers to everybody out there. What up, Dudley, Thomas, everybody out there? Hello. What up, Angela? You guys got some great deals on the eBay stuff tonight. It's a little bit slow on the bidding. So congrats on those that were able to jump in on the eBay spots tonight. Like I said, got some really good deals on some of those spots. So congrats and good luck. All right. Do one thing real quick. Just one real quick thing, and then we'll get started here. think I'm all set. All right, well, welcome. Everybody that's here, if you bought 5 or more spots, as always, you're automatically going to get something in the mail. All right, tonight, 5 or more spots. How about a pack of 2024 Score Football? It's a Gravity pack. And we have a hobby pack here of Topps 2022-23 NBL. We have, this is the NHL sticker Topps 23. This is actually from the 23-24 collection. I actually think I put 22-23, but this is actually 23-24, so that's what you'll get. You will get a pack of Topps 2023 Baseball Gravity pack. And how about a nice 2021 Skybox Metal Universe Champions pack with some chance of some insane auto chances. Alright. Then, if you bought 10 or more, we're going to upgrade you. 10 or more will get you, how about a jumbo pack? There's actually a jumbo pack and then a bonus Prisms pack of 2021 basketball draft picks pack. We have a 21-22 Upper Deck hockey pack. We have a hobby pack of Big League Baseball 2023. We will go with some 2022 Skybox Metal Universe Champions pack. Again, monster auto potential out of that. And then a 2022 Bowman U Chrome Football pack. Alright, so some good stuff. As long as you buy 5 or more spots, you'll get something. And we'll do some upgrades, or some giveaways as well throughout the evening. So, for those who are unaware, here's a look at our upcoming break schedule. We're at dad-breaks.com. We are breaking tonight, and then as you can see in my pinned chat message, we're not going to break again until Friday, November 14th. So we have a 10-day layoff. So feel free to buy in an extra spot or two if you're going to miss me. Just saying that, we do have several spots out there. So if you are interested, those spots are still out there. Like I said, won't be breaking again for 10 days. I have 2 work trips. I'm going away at the end of this week, and then I'm going to Nashville with my family. Was able to get my parents to come over. My parents are going to watch the house for a couple days, and we're going to go to Nashville. So we're going to do that for a couple days, and then I have a trip. I'm going to be doing a work trip to Gettysburg next week. So even though government shut down, my work trip to Gettysburg, we're still going to do it. The park is still open for like a field trip for our school, so we're going to be able to do that still. So that's what's going on with my schedule. And so you can see the upcoming break schedule, the 14th and 21st in the upcoming break zone. Alright, so what is out there? Do have several spots. This is the baseball. It's a Gold Rush baseball bat, and I only have 3 bats left from the entire series. So 3 bats left from the entire series. Then hopefully Gold Rush releases something, or we'll work around it. But we have the Cleveland Guardians, the Colorado Rockies, and people always wonder about the hits in the Rockies. The Rockies have a Larry Walker hit as a potential, so just pointing that out. The Astros, the Marlins, Brewers, A's, and Rays. Those are the options out there for the Gold Rush bat and 2 baseball break. This is, you'll get 2 random teams for the price. So you get 2 random teams. It's a single jersey break. You'll get 2 random teams. Obviously some really big potential hits here. So you'll get 2 random teams for each spot purchased here. And then we have the authentic Duke football. So big monster potential here. Obviously names like Tom Brady, some of the headliners, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. So huge potential there. We have in the Duke break 1 football, 1 jersey. We have the Ravens, the Panthers, the Bears, the Texans, and the Jets and Commanders. Alright, so we have some really good spots out there. Alright. Then we have the Centennial. And these have just been monster pulls. Absolutely monsters. We actually pulled a Juan Soto out of our last one. We've pulled, let's see, we've gotten Soto. We got, who else did we get? We got Soto. we got somebody else, but we've pulled some monster hits out of this. So looking to keep that up. Oh, we got the Trout. We got this Trout that was here as well. This on the headliner here. So it's one jersey, one centennial, and one autograph photo. Then we're now sold out of the kick spot, so those are all sold out. The basketball kick spot. We then have the 3-box, 1 mini helmet, 2 jersey break, and in this one we have the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Dallas Cowboys, and that's it, guys. That's it. Cowboys still out there. More names on there from the Cowboys and Steelers than any other team. And then we have and this is the last. These are the last 2 baseballs I have from this entire series. These are, like I said, last 2 baseballs, entire series. These here are available, and we have the Guardians, the Tigers, the Brewers, the Twins, and that's it, guys. That is it, and that'll summarize, or that is a summary and sum up everything that is available tonight. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the chat. But I think it'd be a great time. Why not start in some divisional breaks? All right, we'll start with some divisional breaks out there. Is Scooble in what? I hope Scooble's in it. That would be sick. What up, guys? I'm just catching up. David, Aaron, Thomas. What up, guys? All right. Divisional. We know it's going to be this mini helmet. It's this guy right here. This will be box 6. So mini helmet box 6. I'm going to have everybody in the chat. All you have to do, really simple, give me one NFL division. If you guess correctly, at the end of these 3 divisional breaks, we'll take 3 names. I'll put 4 boxes out there, so you're going to have some pretty good chances here to give away. And we'll have 4 boxes. Take 3 names, 1 whammy, and we'll do 3 hits. Alright. So we know it's box 6. So it's the one that's currently out there, is the one we will be using tonight. Alright, so last call. I'm going to call out right now. I don't normally go right into it like that, but last call on the guesses, because we do know it's the one you see out there. What up, Shaggy? Charlene, Mr. Evans. Alright, guys. Kevin. We have Travis in the house here with the AFC East, the AFC North, and the AFC South. Michael's got the AFC West. Travis, the NFC East. Carlton in the house with the NFC North. Here comes Jake with the NFC South. And Jesse doing his thing with the NFC West. Alright, guys. Last one I had. We're going to go with this one. What up, Travis? Welcome to the big show. Good luck. Feel free to put a guess in, Travis. Angela, I think they timed that trade perfectly. After the Steelers won, perfect timing. Alright, guys. We'll get a little good luck charm here. We got a little beer juice. And a little beer juice on this. Alright, we're going to call no more guesses. Alright, this is box 6. It's going to be this one. Alright, so we're going to crack this open and see what we got. Good luck, everybody. We have a specialty helmet. Specialty helmet alert. We have from the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos. This is going to be a lunar eclipse, and that is going to be Ricky Upchurch. Ricky Upchurch. Was it Rich or Ricky? I know it's an 80s hit. AFC West. Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans. Yeah, it was Rick. I thought so. Alright, so Rick Upchurch going on Mike Evans. Guys, this is going to be a JSA authentication. JSA on our authentication there. And Mr. Upchurch is going to be going out to Mr. Evans. Travis, have no fear. I'll still be sending you a little something out there. That's a tough one. Alright, let me work this down. Work. Upchurch. Alright, if you guessed the AFC West, your name is getting added. Kevin. What up, Kevin? You're welcome, Mike. Hope you're doing well. AFC West. Dudley with the AFC West guess. Thomas, the AFC, and Mr. Evans with the guess and the hit. Alright, I think that's everybody. Kevin, Dudley, Mike, and Thomas. Alright, guys. Again, JSA on your authentication, Mike. Alright, guys. It is time to do the photo. So, for this, one photo of the 8x10 variety and one photo of the 16x20. For this, go ahead and put in the chat active or retired baseball, active or retired football, active or retired basketball, hockey, or other. And while you do that, let's figure out what photos we're going to use. We have boxes 3, 5, 6, and 7. So 3, 5, 6, and 7 on the cheat sheet as well. Hey, we got some... I hope you're doing well, Jones. Alright, so 3, 5, 6, and 7. One time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We're going to use photo 6 here. Photo number 6 in this break. Alright, so photo 6. Cross it off the cheat sheet. And we're going to use that one right there. I do have to put that back as a potential for another break. Alright, this one here is photo 1. Photo number 1. We also have a possibility of using 2, 4, 5, and 9. Alright, yep. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9 are possibilities for the 16x20. 1, 2, 4, 5, and 9. 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Photo 9. Alright, photo number 9. Alright, so coming on here. 9. Coming off number 1. Guys, ask calling those guesses for this. We have Zachary with active and retired baseball. Jake. Oh, congratulations. Well, I wish you the best with that. That's awesome. And you are always welcome here. Zachary with active and retired baseball. Jake is active and retired football. Shaggy has active basketball. Charlene has retired basketball. Anthony's got hockey. And George is sitting there nicely with other. Alright, guys. Good luck here. We'll call no more guesses. This is photo number 6. Photo number 6. Alright, so we're going to crush this one open. It's going to be ripped across like so. See what we got. Oh, I love the photo. How about retired basketball? Retired basketball. We have Hall of Famer Sean Kemp Sean Kemp, retired basketball, going out to Charlene. That's a cool photo. That is a Beckett authenticated photo as well. That is Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp. Boom, shakalaka. Alright, give it a little magical touch. This was photo 9, photo number 9. Alright, so you can see we are sealed up. It's doing its thing all the way across. Time to cut in, see what we got. One cut there. And there's another. Give it a pop up, all the way across. It's go time. We have baseball. Look at that. That's a great hit. Now, he is in a different team, but that's active all-star Alex Berkman. Oh my God! Oh my God! Alex Bregman, third baseman with the Red Sox. I'm thinking of Lance Berkman and Alex Bregman. Oh my God! I did it, Alex Bregman, at the same time. All right, Alex Bregman came up as a shortstop, believe it or not, but because they had Carlos Correa in Houston, he played a lot of third base, obviously. But then played third base and even pushed out Rafael Devers, and now he's a free agent again, and they don't have Rafael Devers in Boston. Super weird moment out there with all that. There we go. We didn't pull Alex Bregman. We pulled somebody else, but we did not pull a Bregman. No, it wasn't Bregman. Did we pull? We pulled Springer. We pulled Springer, George Springer, another former Astro. All right. No, last week we didn't pull Kemp last week. We pulled Dominic Wilkins. Dominic Wilkins was last week. We have pulled a Kemp, but it was Dominic Wilkins. It was a very similar pose, but it was in a definitely both like slam dunk contest. But it was a Dominic Wilkins last week. All right, active baseball and retired basketball for guesses. Alright, so active baseball. Mike, I've got you. Aaron, I've got you. Charlene / Mike, I've got you. I think that's everybody. Just Mike, W, Aaron, and then Mike Anderson / Charlene. Yeah, that Peyton Funko Funko is cool. All right, guys, one more. We got a hockey puck. Hockey puck. All right, I'm going to have everybody out there. This is box 22 as a placeholder, but you know what? We're just going to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 at the top, 6 in the bottom. go ahead, give me an NHL division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Third one down. 1, 2, 3. All right, third one down. 62. Box 62. All right, guys. Last call on those guesses. Again, box 62 of 100 from the series. All right. In our break, we've got Daniel with the Atlantic. Case has the Metro. Brett, welcome to the big show, has the Central. And June, looking at big with the Pacific. All right. No more guesses. No more guesses, guys. Let's get that puck out there. Alright, do a little cross check. Little tap. Boom! Alright, box 62. Sealed up all the way around. We're going to cut open, see what we are rolling with. Secondary seal on both sides. Alright, we have a draft puck from 2014. 2014. Alright. You have to see what team he's currently with. He is a former Pittsburgh Penguin. This is a Fanatics authenticated Michael Bunting. Michael Bunting coming out of here. Alright. Like I said, he is a former Penguin. The Penguins traded him off. I don't know what team he's currently with, but it's not going to be the Penguins. Is he the Nashville Predators? Nashville Predators for Michael Bunting. Alright, so Nashville Predators, Michael Bunting. That's a Western. You don't think of Nashville necessarily as Western Conference, but we'll go with the Central, and that's the Western for Central, and that's going to go with the Brett. Brett, welcome to the big show, and congratulations on the hit. I love these pucks here. So 2014, the draft was held in Philadelphia. Michael Bunting, and no team listed. Obviously, city for the draft, but not player or team. But this is Michael Bunting, officially licensed, obviously, Fanatics hockey puck. You are welcome. Oh yeah, I did see that. The Predators player, and then how he's basically made out to be a predator, where he goes to different events. And just everything, he's made out to be like a predator, quite literally a predator. All right, Central for the guesses. Jesse. Then we've got Brett with the hit and the guess. Jeff. What up, Jeff? Jeff, how did the follow-up go today? Central for David. I think he sent some emails that I haven't been able to catch up on, but hopefully that follow-up went well. Central to Mr. Evans. Alright, so I have Jesse, Brett, Jeff, Dad and Will, a.k.a. David, and Mr. Evans. Alright guys, I am going to put 4 boxes of mystery out there right now. Before we even know who's going to get it, we'll put those out there. Like I always say, 3 hits, 1 whammy. Three hits and 1 whammy. All right. Whoop, 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 whoop. 3 hits and 1 whammy are out there. Alright. Random.org. Top 3 names, going to pick a box of mystery. Has to be unique names. If someone's name repeats, we'll just move down and take the next name because we want 3 unique names. 4 times there's 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Dudley, Mike, and Jesse. Dudley, Mike, and Jesse, you guys are going to get each pick. You can pick in whatever order, first come, first taken. Dudley, Mike W, and then Jesse. Go ahead and make your selections. Dudley, Mike W, and Jesse. And then I'm going to get some stickers out to write names on. Gold, babes. And silver. Gold, babes, and silver. No one's taking the trash. Alright, no one's taking any trash. That's okay. In the trash was a pack of Monopoly Prism. Monopoly Prism 24, 25 cards. Alright, so no one's going to get a Monopoly Prism. Alright, then we had silver. Silver is a pack of Allen and Ginter 2021. Alright, so one of my favorite products right there. Allen and Ginter 2021, and that's going to go out to Jesse. Alright, Jesse, let's see what you get. There is a Zach Wheeler and Dealer. Robin Yount. Oh, there's a future Hall of Famer, Mr. Justin Verlander. Your fun, unique card is Far Away. Far Away, that is a Galaxy photo. You have Miami series in a series of 50. It's called Sixto Sanchez. Sixto Sanchez, man, God just needs to stay healthy. And then there we go, Hall of Famer, Vita Blue. Alright, those cards coming your way, Jesse. Alright, Babes going out to Mike. Mike, you want the Babes. How about this? 50-50 chance at an auto, but just to top things off, how about a Jaden Daniels rookie? What was he doing in there, guys? What was he doing in there still? Alright, Mike. Jaden Daniels coming your way. I just want to know what he was doing in there still. Alright, 50-50 chance at a rookie. It's just a mega pack. There we go. Alright, so you have that Jaden Daniels next level rookie. You have a Jalen Simpson, Jaden Davis, a Caleb Williams rookie. There you go. Troy Franklin, nice wide receiver. A Joe Milton, now Dallas. Bucky Irving, just got to get healthy again. Jerwan Newton, there we go. There's another Joe Milton. So you got a Joe Milton, a couple of them, and one of a million different jerseys they wear. You have an auto. We'll skip that. There's an auto. Carson Steele and a Darren Granger. Your auto is Jordan Morgan. Jordan Morgan, offensive lineman. It's a Jordan Morgan. So you do have an auto coming your way. The proverbial offensive lineman. Unfortunately, no quarterback or skill player. But hey, an auto's an auto in the freebies. All right, Mike, that's coming your way. Dudley, here you go. That means you selected before anybody else the whammy me. All right, not all whammies are created equal though, because Dudley, this is your very own world's smallest My Little Pony. World's smallest My Little Pony. This bad boy is coming your way. Oh, dude, I sound like that Colts kid, Seth. All right. Coming your way, Dudster. Alright. Real quickly, I'm just going to go back. We'll go back in here into the website. So on the website here, spots available. This is the 2-box Gold Rush, last 2 baseballs I have from the entire series. 2 Gold Rush baseballs paired up with 1 autographed bat. We have the Twins. And that's it. Just the Twins. So just the Twins. If we sell that spot here, I will open that box up here within the next 2 breaks if we can sell that Twins spot. Then we have just a few spots remaining in the single jersey. You get 2 teams with this per spot purchased. 2 teams. It's a random box. So we have that available. Then we have the Duke football. Authentic Duke football. Paired with the jersey, we have the Ravens, the Panthers, the Bears, the Texans, and the Commanders. Alright, and then we have the huge potential from the Centennial. So for those who are unaware, Centennial was a product that was only made to the top 10 buyers of Gold Rush products. And I thank you guys for that ability. Only made available to us. It was not put for sale publicly. They're all premium, massive hits. For example, we have in the football, we pulled a Tom Brady rookie card out of one. We've pulled out of the baseball. We pulled We've pulled Mike Trout. We've pulled Juan Soto autographed rookie cards or autographed cards, not rookies for either, but autographed cards. Some monster hits. They'll come with 1 jersey and also come out with a photo. So fun break. Huge potential with that one. Then we have the 3-box break. It's 1 mini helmet and 2 jerseys. 1 mini helmet, 2 jerseys. Those 3 boxes. For example, the Cardinals here, it's basically $3 a box. At $9, it's basically $3 a box to get in with the Cardinals. We have the Panthers. And I think that's it. Just Cardinals and Panthers. And then we have in the Lumber edition, we have the baseball bat, Gold Rush bat. We have the Astros, the Athletics, and the Rays. And that's it, guys. That is everything. And someone took me up on that, on buying this spot right here. So we will go in and do that break. Let's do it. I will have to refresh this here momentarily. So give me a moment. But we'll go in and we'll do this break here. So thank you, guys. Give me a moment just to update. So this will be... Let's figure out which spots we'll do. I'm going to have everybody out there. So we're going to do these 2 baseballs. Like I said, last 2 we have from the entire series. These 2. Actually, boxes 1 and 8. So they're the bookends. I'm going to have everybody out there. We're going to put in the chat 5 Major League Baseball players. 5 players. Put them all on one line. If you correctly guess the player that comes from either baseball or the bat, you are going to get in the mail, or not in the mail, well, you'll get in the mail something guaranteed. Everybody that guesses correctly will get a guaranteed hit, no whammies. Bat-wise, I have bats 1 and 4, so we'll figure that out, and then we will go over, and I will just get my final configurations lined up here. Alright, 1 and 4. 1 is the placeholder. There's 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so this will be bat number 4. Alright, so bat 4. Alright, so 4 is coming on this guy. Let's take bat 1 off. Alright, guys. Let me just go in, and like I said, put in the chat. Oh, Thomas, I'm playing salesman. I am. So put 5 players, 1 line. If it's a common last name like Guerrero, get where Vlad. Tell me Vlad Jr., Vlad Sr., something like that. Just Jones is a common last name. Just try to be specific with the last names if you can. Thank you. All right, just let me get caught up on the last few of these orders that have come in since we got started. Thank you again. So I've got Jesse, Dudley, Juan, Mr. Evans, John. What up, John? Mike, Caden, and Kevin. Alright, Kevin. Let me put you in here. Kevin, you have a couple. You bought the last basketball squats. Thank you. We've got Caden. What up, Caden? I'm going to be out in Tennessee this weekend. Caden, you have a Centennial, a couple spots in the random jersey break, and then you have the Washington Nationals. Mike W. Mike has the boys, the Dallas Cowboys, the Jets, and a couple of the random teams. Thank you. John, what up, John? You have the Brew Crew in this break right here, the Brewers. And then Mr. Evans, you have the Centennial, yes. And then Juan, what up, Juan? Juan grabbed some spots in this break, the Tigers and the Guardians. And then also has the Rockies and Guardians in the other break. And got a couple of the random spots as well. Dudster, what up, Dudley? You've got the Twins here. You were the one that came in and bought that. Thank you. Alright. I will go in. Oh, Jesse, I'll put you in here as well. Jesse has a spot in the Centennial. Alright, so that's where I'm at right now. We'll worry about the others, but I want to go in and I want to refresh the list you guys see. Alright, guys, we have Chris with the Diamondbacks. Aaron has the Braves. Dudster with the Orioles. Thomas Q with the Red Sox and Cubs. David's got the White Sox. Jeff has the Reds. Juan's got the Guards. Chris has the Rocks. Juan's got the Tigers. Here comes Chris with the Astros. Mr. Evans has the Royals. Aaron's got the Angels in the outfield. Jeff has the Dodgers and the Marlins. John's got the Brew Crew. Dudster with the Twins. Let me put our little note up there real quick. We've got Scott with the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Chris has the A's. Daniel with the Phillies. And Aaron's got the Pirates and Padres. Zachary's got the Giants. Maris with the M's. Michael's got his Cards. I have Michael listed here as, I think I put you as Mike and Michael in the break tonight, Mike. Sorry about that if it provides confusion. Chris has the Rays and Rangers. Jeff has the Jays. And Angela with the Nats. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Let's get the good luck stress baseball out there. Alright. Take a little note off. We have 1 and 8. 1 and 8. We'll give box 1 a little tap here. Sealed up all the way around. Alright, the secondary Gold Rush seals right there. Time to cut into that one. Here we go. Alright. This is a name I actually have to look up. We have Rawlings Beckett Authenticated, official Major League Baseball, Kyle Hurt. Kyle Hurt is coming out of here. Why am I unfamiliar with Kyle Hurt? I'm sure it's a prospect. Kyle Hurt, a Dodger. How do I not know Kyle Hurt? I can tell you why. Kyle Hurt is hurt. Kyle Hurt was hurt. Alright, Los Angeles Dodger. Kyle Hurt was hurt this year. Alright, so Dodger pitcher Kyle Hurt. Hurt. But it is a Dodger hit. And that is going to go out to Jeff. Jeff, I hate to say it right now, and this is not meant to be a bad joke, but Jeff, you have something in common with this guy. Pull through. He's a champion just like you. Won the World Series, but he's also hurt. Let's get mended together. Kyle Hurt. Something real quick. Alright, I am going to, just for you, Jeff, here is a write-up about Kyle Hurt in the Prospect Handbook from this year. So, Jeff, if you want, you can come back later and you can hit pause and read up on Mr. Hurt from the 2025 Baseball America Prospect Handbook. You know I love you, Jeff. All love, all love. Alright, box 8, sealed up. Alright, let's cut into this box right here. Oh, so we went from Kyle Hurt to a monster hit. A monster hit right here. Alright. Boom. I think he might already have this, but I think he might have it on a jersey. I'm not sure he has it on a baseball. Oh, doctor. We have a Beckett Authenticated Major League Baseball, a shortstop from the Cincinnati Reds. We have Ellie Dela Cruz. Ellie Dela Cruz coming out of there. All right, let me just get that in there a little bit better for placement. There we go. Ellie Dela Cruz. Boom. Jeff, what a nice hit. Hawks on the board. Cruz and Hurt. Alright, guys. Hawks is quiet. I hope Hawks is okay. Haven't seen him in the chat. If you guys have, let me know. I might have just missed him. Alright, it's going to have us open this on barrel side, it looks like. Here's the knob, but we're going to go barrels up on this one. There's one side. There's another, and then a little pop. There we go. Alright. I think I know this auto. But I'm gonna see if anybody else. I think we have a tiger here. I think that's Cecil Fielder. I think it's Cecil. But we'll look this up. It's Beckett authenticated. Alright, let's look this up. Beckett. I'm almost positive it's going to be Cecil, though. Alright, so we have 2W67 4. Nope, that's a 4. 766. And then 262. Oh, sure is. Cecil Fielder. Alright, so this is a Detroit Tiger. And that's going out to Juan. Juan, congratulations. A little love for you from Cecil Fielder on a Louisville Slugger. Alright, Cecil. Congrats, Juan. Cecil Fielder bat. Man, did he have some power. Alright, did we have any guesses? Alright, I know Jake has it. Jeff, which cruise were you going with? Just let me know. I'll trust the honor system on that. So, Jeff, just let me know which cruise you were going with. And then no one had Hurt. Alright, so no Cecil guesses. Although I will say this, Aaron was hoping for Cecil earlier. Alright, Jeff, I got you. Jeff? And then it was, I think, Jake, yeah. Alright, you guys are both going to get a box of mystery. No whammies here, guys. No doubt about it. No whammies. Alright, Jeff and Jake guessing the player correct. There'll be no whammies coming here. We have some flowers, we have some shark bait, and then we have the silver. Alright, so Jeff and Jake. Right way, honey. Jersey, didn't just see the box. We all did. So if you bid, alright, so if you bid 3 on the site and 3 on eBay and 2 on the site, yeah, that would count towards 5 then. Correct. Jeff going Flowers, Jake going Silver. Guys, give me so Avery. Yeah, you'd be good towards the giveaways. That is correct. Guys, give me 1 second here. Just have to do something on my end. Oh, Avery, you're good. Alright, guys. 15 seconds and then we'll get started here. Alright. So we've got Jeff and Jake. Flowers and Silver. Alright, no one went with the shark. No one went with the shark. Inside the shark, how about this? A hanger pack, a hanger of 2022 Diamond King. So we missed out on the Diamond King look. Alright. Then we have Silver to Jake. Jake, you're going to be happy with this because you got a guaranteed hobby pack with at least one auto. Could be one auto on one mem card or 2 autos. Alright, Jake. Let's see what's coming out of here for you. Guaranteed auto hobby pack for Jake. Alright. Does look like 2 autos coming out of here. Oh my gosh. One of them is a big prospect. Alright, here we go. And it's on card too. You have a Joe Rock right there from the Rockies. How about a Denzel Clark? Denzel Clark from the A's. Out of $9.99. Out of $2.49, you have a Wandy Torres. Then you have an auto here of Nico Nicoletti. But check out this one here. A Colson Montgomery, Chicago White Sox on-card auto. That's awesome. That's a great pull. One of the best young shortstops in the entire game of baseball right there. Colson Montgomery on-card auto. Boom. There we go. Love it. Love it. Alright, Jake. And I will pull up Colson's because he made his debut this year. There's his prospect reading. If you want to go back and pause this later and read up, or anybody else, a little love on Colson Montgomery going into this season. Alright, Jeff, here we go. Jeff, you have a 2020 Stars and Stripes 1 in 3 chance at an auto here. 2020 pack. Like I said, 1 in 3 chance here at an auto, Jeff. Let's go. Stars and Stripes 2020. Alright, you have, and these are hard to read. I don't think there's an auto. No auto in here, unfortunately. I'm going to start in the back, okay? How about a little Shea Langeliers? Alejandro Rosario. Here we go. His pitcher, Zach Thompson. He's in the majors. Here's another pitcher that's in the majors. Nice looking pitcher. Logan Allen. And the name I couldn't read, and then was the one I was showing you. How about this? How about a Pete Crow Armstrong? This is a great pack. There are 4 guys in the major leagues. I don't know a lot about Alejandro Rosario, but the other 4 are major league players. and Thompson, Allen, obviously Pete Crow Armstrong, and Shea Langeliers. All right, that's a great pack. All right, some good giveaways right there. Cheers. All right, guys. Let me see. Let me just get caught up. 5 orders since we last looked. Let me get caught up on that real quick. Avery. We've got Avery. June again. Aaron and Thomas. And I think Jesse, I had you. Yep, Jesse was the last one I put in. Alright, so Thomas Q. I've got you with a couple random teams here. Then we're going to go with Aaron. Aaron's grabbing the Oakland A's and the Houston Texans. June's going with a little baseball love in the Centennial. And then a couple random teams. And then Avery. Welcome to the show tonight. Avery's got the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Astros. Just checking on one thing on my end here. Alright, we are caught up. Good. Alright. I think we should do a little bit of football. Alright, I'm going to have everybody out there. You are going to give me one NFL division. That's right, one NFL division. If you guess the division that the helmet comes out of, not the jersey, but the helmet only, you're going to have a chance here at a box of mystery. So go ahead. Give me one NFL division. We have Jersey 1 from the Black Bag Edition. Jersey 1 is our placeholder. We have 1 through 8 as possibilities here. 1 through 8 in our possibility realm. Alright, so they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, jersey number 4. Jersey number 4. So I'm going to grab that. Cross it off the cheat sheet. Alright, jersey 4. Alright, so here is jersey number 4. Coming off jersey number 1. Alright, guys. Now we got to figure out the helmet. I have box 2 on the table, and we have box 3 behind me. 2 and 3. I thought I only had 2 left. I actually have 2. Well, I thought I only had the number 2 left. Turns out I have 2 and 3 from the case. There's 2 times, 3, 4, there's 5, 6, 7 times. Alright, we'll stick with one that's out there though. That is box 2. Alright guys, so this is box number 2. It's hard to see that number. It's right here. There you go, you can see it there. Alright, we have Avery in the house with the Cardinals. Welcome to the big show, Avery. George has the Falcons. Jake has the Ravens. George with the Bills. Chance looking for a chance at the Carolina Panthers. Thomas has the Bears. The Bears. Then we have George with the Bungles, Avery with the Brownies, Rick's got the Boys, Brett's got the Broncos, William's got the Lions, Mason in the house. Welcome to the big show, Mason. Mason's got the Pack Attack, Avery with the Texans, George has the Colts, Mason's got the Jags and the Chiefs. Jesse's got the Raiders, Brett's got the Chargers, Mason's got the Rams and the Dolphins, Stacy's got the Vikes, George has the Pats, Jesse with the Saints, Shaggy's getting shaggy-licious with it, I don't know, with the Giants. Ace has the Jets, Jets. David's got the Fly Eagle Fly, Charlene with them Steelers, Rick's got the Niners, here comes Thomas with the Seahawks, Jesse with the Bucks, David's got the Titans, and Mason taking his time sitting on the commode. Alright guys, no more guesses here. Remember, divisional guess is for the helmet only on this one. Alright, my daughter makes the good luck charms. This one here is some pizza. It's her most recent one. This is all made from scratch. It's actually one little piece of cardboard. She made it into a box. And then this here is using some resin. So there we go. Box 4 sealed up. We're going to give it a cut across the top up there. Nice and gentle. Maybe too gentle. There we go. Alright, seeing some blue here. Ooh, okay, we actually saw one of these not long ago. This is a CJ2K. So we have a Chris Johnson. This is going to be a hit for the Tennessee Titans. So we have a CJ2K, Chris Johnson. This is going to be authenticated by Beckett, and Chris Johnson has an authentication program. So there we go, CJ2K, Titans on the board. Alright, CJ2K. To David. Let's go. Game on. Box 2 sealed up all the way around. There's the front. There's the back. Let's give it a slice. Now no dice. Pop it to the top. All the way around. Let's turn it this way. Alright, we have ho. Alright, not with this team anymore, but it is a future Hall of Famer. Future Hall of Famer coming out of here. From the Raiders. Look at this hit, guys. Raiders, future Hall of Famer. How about a little Khalil Mack? Khalil Mack on a Raiders helmet. And look at that old school lid. Khalil Mack on an old school, this is the old school, old style Raiders helmet. So we're looking at probably Oakland era on the style. Alright, but that's a big Khalil Mack auto on that. Future Hall of Famer Khalil Mack. And like I said, that's an old style Raider helmet. Look, check out that mask. I gotta do it like this, so you can get a better look at that auto. Alright, Jesse. So AFC West for the guesses. AFC West. Jesse, this has been your case. This has been your helmet case. And with the West, too. Yeah, I could see a Stabler wearing that one. Definitely 70s style with Stabler. Losing to them Steelers in the Super Bowl. I went, what? I can't talk any smack in baseball. I always have to revert back to football when it comes to talking smack out here in Pittsburgh. Alright, Jesse. Alright, AFC West for the guesses. Sorry. Let's see. Who guessed AFC West? Mr. Evans, you did. Jesse got the hit and the guess. Jake's got the guess. I think that's it. I think it's everybody. Mike, Jesse, and Jake. Oh, Jesse, that's awesome. Now, I will admit, when I go back at the end of his career and think of him, I think most prominently I will think of him as a Bear. I'm not going to lie. But he had a really good season with the Raiders. Two hits, one whammy out there. Alright, we've got Mike, Jesse, and Jake. Mike, Jesse, and Jake. Let's go. Two hits, one whammy. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. It's Mr. Evans. Alright, Mike. You get to pick a box of mystery, Mike. Alright, we did this break right here. Gold. Alright, Mike. That means you passed up on the silver box. And in the silver box was just a traditional pack of Hit Football 2012. Hit Football 2012. And then you passed up on the big potential hit. A hobby pack of 2020 with a guaranteed auto from a loaded draft class. So you did miss out on that. But you are going to get your hands on the whammy. And this is a timely whammy. This may be one of my favorite whammies I've ever given away. Because you're going to get a Funko. And when I think of this time of the year, I really start to think of a lot of Charlie Brown. So we have a Charlie Brown Peanuts Funko. And yes, not all whammies are created equal. This one is one of my favorites here. A Charlie Brown. He's with the kite here. So, you know, he's probably looking for the redhead when he's flying that bad boy. But there you go. Charlie Brown with kite. All right, Mike, that'll come your way. Snoopy's my favorite. Thanks, Jones. Alright, guys. I'm going to go over just a couple spots remaining, a handful of spots remaining out there. So in this, there's just a few spots remaining in the random NFL divisional break or team. You get 2 random teams here for the price of 1. So you get 2 random NFL teams. There'll be 1 box monster hit potential in that one. With this is the authentic Duke football. So yes, it is guaranteed to be an authentic Duke football. We have the Ravens, the Bears, and the Commanders. Just as a reminder, the Bears, one of the headliners is a Caleb Williams out there. 2 boxes. That's 1 football, 1 jersey. Monster, there's about, I think, 5 of these left. The Centennial Baseball Break. Just huge stuff. I've gone over that a few times. 1 mini helmet, 2 jersey break. We have the Cardinals and the Panthers. Everything else sold out in that one. And then in the Gold Rush bat break, we have the Marlins, the Brewers, and the Rays. Marlins, Brewers, Rays out there. And then everything else sold out of here. Alright, I think we should do a... I'm trying to think, should I do... Why not? Let's go. It's kicks time. Let's go. Let's hype it. We know it's going to be these kicks. These are box number 7. So box 7. We also know is going to be this basketball, ball number 2. This ball right there. What we don't know is which jersey we're going to use. Jersey 1. I like to turn it that way. Or jersey number 3. 1 or 3. For this, all you're going to have to do, you're going to give me one NBA team. Everybody out there is going to give me one NBA team. If the team you give me comes out of any of the items, any of them, you are going to have a chance here at a box of mystery. Alright, so that's all I have to do. One team, if it comes out of any of the 3 items, you'll have a chance here at a box of mystery. First things first, before we figure out who gets what. We'll go with 1 and 3 for the jersey. 1 was the one on the table. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Hey, box 1, it's the one that's out there. I'll turn that around just to remind you that was box 1. I'm going to put it up there. Alright, guys. Now we're going to go in and we're going to figure out what NBA team everybody's going to end up with here. If this was the 7th time, Jeff would have the Hawks, Kevin would have the Wizards. But you know what? It's not. So let's do this one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Jake, you are going to have the Hawks again. The Hawks were mighty fine for you last time. And then June is going to say, nobody beats the Wiz. Alright, so that is a look at that. I'm going to go in, I will refresh this, and then refresh it on your screen for you. And you guys, if you want to make a trade, I'll give you a minute or 2 to do that, to discuss it. Alright, guys. I'm going to say no more guesses out there as well. No more guesses. Jake has the Hawks. June with the Celtics. Jennifer's got the... Jennifer's got the Nets. Jake has the Hornets. Thomas has doubles. Matt's got the Cavs. Maris with the Mavs. Aaron's got the Nugs. June's got the Pistons. Jennifer with the Warriors. Chad's got the Rockets. We've got Chris with the Pacers. Jeff has the Clip Show, Aaron with the Lake Show, and the Grizz. Kevin's got the Heat. Jeff has the Bucks. Jake has the T-Wolves. Jeff has the Pelicans. Matt's got the Knickerbockers. Jeff with the Thunder from Down Under. Kevin's got a little magic in his shoes. Jennifer's with the Sixers. Jeff has the Suns. Charlene with the Blazers. Jennifer's got the Kings. Jake with the Spurs. Matt's got the Rap Show. Charlene's got the Jazz. And June's saying nobody beats the Wiz. Alright, I'll give it 10 more seconds if there's any trade chatter. If not, it'll be go time. Alright, nothing yet. Let's go. Let's go. No trades. Alright, I'll move this up there. That'll be the order we go. Jersey, ball, shoes. Jersey, ball, and shoes. Alright, we've got a basketball on wheels. That's our good luck charm here. Box 1, box 1. So this is sealed up. This is a very simple cut and go. Cut and go. Box 1. Look at that name. Saw him earlier tonight in a photo. How about this? This is going to go to the Thunder from Down Under. This is a Seattle Supersonic Hall of Famer, Sean Kemp. Sean Kemp coming out of here for the Thunder. All right, that is Jeff H. Jeff, I think, did Jeff get the photo too? I'm not sure if Jeff got the photo, but no, I don't think he did. But that's a nice hit right there. Jeff H. No, he didn't. Jeff H. though, getting the jersey. All right, Jeff. Well, Sean Kemp, who was an Indiana Pacer at one point. I know Cleveland Cavalier too. All right, Sean Kemp. All right, it's time for a little ball love. All right, this is ball number 2. Ball 2, sealed up. There is the front. There's the back. Little love tap. All right, let's cut into this. One cut there. Another there. Pop it up forward. Going across. Oh my God, this is insane. You're not going to believe this. When I pull this out, this is the most insane thing ever. When I pull this hit out, you guys, some people are going to be mad, but this is actually hilarious if you ask me. Because there's a theme. Tonight has a theme. Alright, the theme is Sean Kemp. We pulled a Sean Kemp basketball. This is Beckett authenticated on the basketball. Look at that. Sean Kemp. That is also going to go to Jeff. Now, if these are Sean Kemp shoes, boom. Alright. Sean Kemp. Let's go. Alright. I don't know if Sean Kemp is even possible in the shoes, but if he is, that is going to be made. Alright, box 7, sealed up. All the way around. The odds of that, insane. Alright, I shouldn't say shoes. It's normally going to be one shoe. I know last time we got 2 shoes, but normally it's 1. Alright, so we're going to cut in this area. Here is the secondary seal. Let's go. So if we get... Sometimes they put the name in, but this product doesn't. This line doesn't seem to put the name in it. So let's see what we got. We have a red shoe. A red shoe. Oh yeah, I love this. Wouldn't have guessed him with red though. Would not have guessed this player with red, but here we go. Look at this, Nike. Fanatics authenticated. Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce. This is a Boston Celtics hit right there. Boston Celtics. Paul Pierce. There we go. June. Monster hit right there. June's getting some big hits in the basketball breaks. Got the Yao Ming basketball last break. Now a pair, or not a pair, but a Paul Pierce Nike shoe. Best last name in sports. Kind of want to do something like that. All right, so Celtics and Thunder for the chance at the box of mystery. Celtics and Thunder. David. All right, so you're already on the board earlier, and now I'm gonna get a chance. And Knock Knock. I like the name Knock Knock. The Knock Knock is Brett. I think Knock Knock. That's Brett, right? I want to make sure I'm right on that. Knock Knock. Knock Knock with the Celtics. Celtics and Thunder. All right, Thomas Q and Avery with the Thunder. All right, I think that's it. I think I have Dad and Will, Knock Knock, aka Brett, Avery, which I think is right way, and then Thomas Q. All right, guys. Really like that shoe. Obviously, if you're new here and don't know, one of the main reasons I would like a Paul Pierce shoe, my last name is Pierce. That's why when Alec Pierce was tearing it up on the field on Sunday, my wife was like, "Oh, this guy's pretty good." I'm like, "Yeah." He also has the wrong uniform on, so we're not going to root for him. Oh, that's true. Yeah, it does. I did make it sound like that. Now you say it. Alright, let me put the boxes of mystery together for you guys. There's going to be one box of mystery. One box of mystery for you guys to pick from. Well, you get to pick from multiple. But you'll have a shark, some police, and then a golden egg. Shark, police, and a golden egg to choose from. Man, I probably haven't seen that movie in 20... Oops, wrong button. 20 to 25 years. Alright, top name. You're going to get a box of mystery. There's 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, look at that. Brett. And you know what? I'm going to take the top 2 names. Avery and Brett. So I'm going to let Brett pick first, and then Avery, you guys are both first time breaking with me tonight. You know what? Both of you guys can have a box of mystery. Why not? Avery and Brett can have a box of mystery. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What break did we just do? We did basketball. So, Brett, you can pick first, then Avery, you can pick second. Each of yin's going to get a box of mystery in that. Alright. So, Avery, you get to pick a box. Golden egg. Alright, so police for Brett, golden egg. You both passed up on the shark. Let's see what's coming out of the shark then. Both of you guys passed up on the shark, and inside the shark, ooh. Both of you guys passed up on the whammy. Inside the whammy was your very own pair of, look at that, Twinkies. It's a pair of Twinkie socks. So you missed out on a delicious pair. These aren't deep fried. These are straight, never going to expire pair of socks. Alright, so nobody's going to get the whammy. Alright, then golden egg. Golden egg going out to Avery. Avery, You are now the proud owner of a pack of Monopoly Prism 2024-2025 cards. Alright, Avery. Let's see what's coming out of this Monopoly Prism pack for you. How about a Dennis Rodman, the Worm? A Charles Barkley. We're throwing it old school with both those guys. A couple Hall of Famers. Then we're going to go Darian Fox. And last but not least, a Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson. Alright, so Cam Johnson. Alright, those Monopoly Prism 24-25 cards coming your way, Avery. Oh, thank you, Jones. All right, now Brett. Brett, you are going to be very happy with this because, Brett, you are going to have to message me either on eBay or on dad-breaks.com because after tonight's break, I need to email you a $15 Dad Breaks gift card. Congratulations. $15 Dad Breaks gift card coming your way. All right, Brett, that is something to look forward to. Alright guys, well congratulations. You are welcome, both of you guys. Thomas has been a Rodman fan since day one. Since day one. Alright, still some great spots out there. Remember, don't have another break for 10 days, so you know, don't hold back. This is Salesman Dave on that one. Don't hold back. Another 10 days. Alright, guys. Watch it. Watch me do this. Oops. Oops. Suddenly you just had to click that link by accident. Alright guys, how about this? How about this? Anybody that spends, for every $50 that you spend, I will give you, I have, how many packs I have? I think I have 3 of them. I have 3 packs of Monopoly Basketball up here. $50 gets you a pack of Monopoly Basketball, plus obviously you get the spots. So if you spend $50 starting now in one purchase, you'll get a pack of Monopoly Prism 24-25 Basketball. So Monopoly Prisms 24-25 Basketball. I will give you for every $50 spent. Yes, all basketball is sold already, but you know what? Still worth it. Alright. It is time for you guys to put in the chat one letter from the alphabet. One letter from the alphabet. Alright, that's all you have to do. Give me one letter from the alphabet. If you correctly guess the letter, it comes from any of the 3 boxes that we end up doing. Or 3, yeah, you will get a chance at a box of mystery. Alright, first things first, we gotta open up a brand new case. Brand new case here. So let me show you that right here. Brand new case. This is the Hall of Fame autographed jersey, multi-sport. Alright, so box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 at the top, 6 in the bottom. Everything else is in between. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Don't know what else I was typing, but we're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 6 here, guys. Box number 6. Let's go in. Which break are we doing? This is this one right here. Alright, so box 6 is the one on the bottom. Alright, so we're going to use that guy. Let me just move this case out of the way. Alright. Box 6. Let me just brush that off. Alright. Now we need to figure out the photo. We have 3, 5, and 7 available. 3, 5, and 7 for the photo. Three, 5, and 7. Let's go. Oops, that's not a 7. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. All right, photo number 3. Photo 3. All right, so we'll cross that off the checklist there. Box 3. I don't know why I had that backwards. And then FUNKO 3 is the placeholder. We also have 5 and 6. So 3, 5, and 6 are possibilities today. Again, 3 is the placeholder. 3, 6, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we'll do FUNKO 6. Alright, FUNKO number 6. Number 3, adios. Alright guys, we are looking at Aaron. Oh no, Aaron with the letter A if this was a 7th time. But it's not. And then George would have the letter Z on the 7th time. But you know what, let's randomize it, see what you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Alright, George has A and Z. And everything's in between mixed up and jambalaya. I don't know if that's really how you should say that, but that's what I did. Alright guys. George has A, B, C. Aaron's got D. George has E, F, G. Jake has H. Daniel's got I. George has J, K, L, M. Aaron's got N. George has O, P. Daniel's got Q. Maris has R. George has S. Larry's got T. Chris has U. Jake has V. George has W, X. Jake has Y. And George is sleeping on the Z's. Alright. No more guesses there. Any trades? I'll give you guys 10 more seconds to just discuss any possible trades. Alright, no trades coming through, so let's go in. Jesse's got S. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, here we go, big hit, oh yeah. Spoonie, the OG, the very first good luck charm my daughter ever made. Box 3, sealed up across, going that way. Good luck, guys. Box 3, look at this. How about the letter D for J.K. Dobbins? J.K. Dobbins. Great looking photo right there. Ohio State. J.K. Dobbins. When healthy, this guy can perform. That's going out to Aaron. Aaron, there you go. Okay. Okay. There's the O. I don't see a K. There. Okay. Okay. There we go, Aaron. OJK. OJ killed? I don't know. Alright, guys, here we go. Box number 6. Box 6. Here we go. Let's go. Sealed up all the way around. Secondary seal. We'll never know if OJ did it. He died with that secret. And so did Norm Macdonald. Alright guys, here we go. Ooh, we have another Hall of Famer. This time, a New York Islander with the letter T. That's going out to Larry with Brian Trottier. Brian Trottier, Hall of Fame hockey player. 6-time Stanley Cup, 4 with the Islanders, 2 with the Penguins. Brian Trottier, JSA authenticated jersey. There we go. We got Trots. Brian Trottier going out to Larry. All right, Larry. Let's go with the Whopper. It's time for the case hit right here. Box 6, box 6. Will the Funko King close it out with the hit? Box number 6. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. The secondary seal right there. Maybe. There we go. Alright, I see it. I see it. He does. He closes it out with a hit. We have another Hall of Famer from the Chicago Bears. The Bears. We ain't here to cause no trouble. We're just here to do the Super Bowl Shuffle. Mike Singletary, the Secretary of Defense, the Samurai. Let's go, Mike Singletary. George, congrats. That is Beckett on your authentication. Alright, George, a little Mike Singletary love. 3. Alright, Singletary, let me mark that down. Good grabs, George. Oh, there we go, the gloves. Alright, so again, I have Aaron, George, and Larry. DST. So if we were to mix those up like randomly, that would be STD. So if you guessed ST or D, your name is going to get added. It's STD. Jesse, you have an S from the STDs. Who else has an STD? It looks like Dad and Will and Jake have STDs. You have the S's. Thomas has, and Mr. Evans have STD. You have the T's. Let's see. That is it. That is it. So nobody's getting the D. Just the STs. Nobody getting the D on this one. So I've got Jesse, Jake, Dad and Will, Mike, and Thomas. Alright. And there's only one thing that could give you an STD, and we're going to put that out there right now. There's the babes. Alright. We also have, let's see, so this was multi-sport. So we've got that. 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, so we've got Butterfly, Shark, and the Babes. Butterfly, Shark, and Babes. Toddine picking a box of mystery. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jake! Jake getting the box of mystery. Alright, Jake. What do you want taking you home here? Alright, Jake. Jake's going with the babes. Oh, you're getting yourself in some trouble here, Jake. Gonna get me in trouble too. Because you passed up on the butterfly. Inside the butterfly, how about a hanger pack of Diamond Kings Baseball 2022? A hanger. Alright, and then you passed up on a little bit of shark bait. And the shark bait had a jumbo pack of 2022 Select Draft Picks football. You know what? In the honor of the letters STD, you got a whammy! And because of where I went on my work travels, this is the only item I brought back for the whammies that relates to my work travels last week. But because of this, and because the topic, you just got yourself a ball, a golf ball that says, I love Intercourse, PA. I was in Intercourse, Pennsylvania last week for work. I brought home, I got one of these golf balls that says, I love Intercourse, PA. This bad boy is coming your way, Jake. Congratulations. So, fun fact, my dad grew up in an area called New Holland, Pennsylvania, and every single day in retirement, like literally every day, my grandfather used to go to a coffee shop in a town called Blue Ball. Not making up. The fire department in Blue Ball, Pennsylvania. My grandfather went there every single day in retirement. You guys are fucking. So in the town, there's places called So in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, there's a town called Virginville, and these are all neighboring towns. And you can look this up if you're unfamiliar. It's all the Amish area. So there's Virginville, Paradise, Blue Ball, Intercourse, and Bird in Hand. All in one area right there. That's where my dad grew up, right there. Luckily, my dad grew up in an area called New Holland, which if you've ever heard of the machine company that makes like farming equipment, New Holland, or Case machines, they're all made in New Holland, Pennsylvania, which my grandfather worked his whole career there. A fun little fact for the night to turn an STD into a fun fact. That's what she said. Alright guys, let me just get caught up here real quick. And sorry for my my 11-year-old mouth going off. Mason! I've got you here with a couple random spots. Thank you, Mason. You also grabbed the Cardinals tonight. June grabbing the spot in the baseball Centennial. Charlene grabbing a spot in the Centennial. June grabbing the Ravens and Panthers. Oh my. Alright guys. Selling out a few spots here, so thank you. Let me move that out of the way. Oh, thanks, Dudley. Mike. Berks County, there we go. I'll be driving near Berks County next. I won't be staying in it, but I'll be in. Next week I'll be in Gettysburg. The week after I'll be in the Lehigh Valley Gorge scenic route. I'll be doing a thing on that, and then I'll be in Philadelphia for work. Alright guys. I think we need to do a little football here. I think we have all the spots filled. No, we have the Titans still out there. What? Wait, no, the Titans are sold. Let me fill in the Titans spot. Why don't I have the Titans listed? Alright, who got the Titans? Was that Chris? I do have you at the Titans, Chris. I don't know. Let me just refresh this. That's all it needed. Whew. Like, I can't mess up on Chris's name. Just needs a refresh. There it is. Alright, guys. Several spots still out there. If you're looking for a good spot, hit it up. We got you. Alright, guys. This is for one mini helmet. Remember, if you spend $50 or more in one purchase, $50 or more, you will get a Monopoly Prism pack. $50 or more in a single purchase gets you a Monopoly Prism basketball pack. Let me look at something real quick. Alright. For this, I'm gonna have everybody let's get fun with this. 5 NFL players, one line. Any 5 NFL players, you can guess whoever. Obviously, if it's a common last name like Hushmanzada, give me the first name, because if it's a common last name, don't want to get it confused with other players. We know that the 2 jerseys we're going to use are jersey 1 and jersey 4. What we don't know... Okay, that says 4. This is not a 1, that's a 4. You guys can read better than I can. And this is an 8. That does not look like a 4 or a 1. This here is box 2. For the helmets, we have every number but 1 and 4. So every number but 1 and 4 are available here. Take Chris's name out there. So 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then we're going to go in here. We're going to say randomize me 7 times. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. We're going to go with mini helmet number 6. Mini helmet number 6 here. Alright, so from STD to 6. Alright, box 2 out of there. Alright, guys, in our break, we have Mason with the Cardinals, Aaron with the Falcons, Brett's got the Baltimore Ravens, William has the Buffalo Bills. We're going to circle some wagons there. June's got the Panthers, Aaron's got the Bears, David's got the Bungles, Mike has the Browns and Boys. We've got Jake with the Broncos, Daniel's got the Lions, we've got Larry with the Packers, Mike has the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, William with the Jags. Michael, you've got your Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. Dudster with the Chargers. David's got the Rams. Scott's got the Dolphins. Stacy's got it going on with the Vikes. Kirk's got the Patriots. Aaron's got the Saints. Captain Kirk with the Giants. David with the Jets. We've got Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly. Mason with the Steelers. Here we go. Mason, I don't know if you're a Steelers fan, but here we go. Then we've got Kirk with the Niners, Thomas Q with the Seahawks, Aaron with the Bucks, Chris with the Titans, and Mike taking his time, reading a few newspapers, sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. Still some good spots out there. Sales Pitch Dave, selling those spots. Bye, bye, bye. Alright. Clearly, no one wanted to buy spots because of Monopoly. Monopoly Prism is not selling as much as that product is a popular product. Not getting people to buy a spot. Alright. Every spot starting right now. 11:56 p.m. Every spot starting right now. You are going to get your name for a chance at... Let's see. It's got to be a football product. That's what you guys want, is a football product. Alright. We will do a box of mystery. Alright, so here's the way this we'll do this. It'll be a football product, okay? And oh yeah, there we go. Alright, so there we go. We've got football and we've got a little bit of baseball left. Let's do this. Select and alright. Mega pack. Oh no, we'll do guaranteed auto pack. Alright. Every spot that you buy starting now, I've got these football spots. There's more than 3 left, but every spot's going to get you a chance. And we'll have 3 boxes of mystery. You'll be able to pick a box of mystery. Actually, we'll put all the names in random.org. The top name will get a hobby pack guaranteed auto. Second name will get a select draft picks pack with jumbo pack. And the third name will get a Zenith pack, alright? So Zenith football. So some really good stuff right here. All 3 of these I'll give away. Every spot you buy right now. Every single spot starting at 11:56. So 2 minutes ago. Get you a chance at those freebies. Alright, so every single spot. And there's not a lot, so it's going to be like a 25 to 40% chance at a giveaway there. I don't know the exact numbers of what were left, but somewhere in that range. Alright guys, no more guesses here. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, I feel like we should do Laugh is Like a Box of Mystery. You never know what you're going to get. Alright. This is box number 4. Box 4. This is the rip it and rip the heck out of it and then ship it deal. Alright, so this is called rip the heck out of it and ship it. Alright, so cut it. Now just rip the heck out of it. I see a 2, I see a 1. Oh, look at this. Arizona Cardinal hit. Arizona Cardinal Mason. Mason, look at this. Arizona Cardinal Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson on the hit for the Cardinals. Future Hall of Famer. That's a Beckett authenticated Patrick Peterson. Alright, future Hall of Famer, I believe. Arizona Cardinals. That was one of the last spots sold tonight. Alright, so Arizona Cardinals Patrick Peterson. Mason. Welcome to the big show, Mason. Congratulations on the hit. Alright, Patrick Peterson, Cardinal jersey. Beckett on the authentication. Alright. Box number 8. Box 8. Yeah, same deal. Rip the heck out of this guy. Signed football jersey, right? Signed football jersey. It's a heck of a hit. Unfortunately, that's Juan Soto on a Yankees jersey, and this is football. So guess what? Can't do it. I need to go downstairs and get you a new product. Football jersey. Football. Heck of a hit. Wrong sport. I'll be right back. Let me get product because I don't have any more up here. Alright, there we go. I don't know what we have. I grabbed a random box. Mike, we've seen it. Exactly, it's what it is. Alright, here we go. We'll use this jersey right here. This one, okay, this one apparently is not a rip it and ship it. So we're going to use this. Hopefully it's a monster pull. Football. It says football. Oh. Ran down to get this one. Alright, well, here we go. We have a 4-time Super Bowl champion from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, so for those that don't know, I've never seen this. This is Rocky Bleier. This is a Stars and Stripes because Rocky Bleier served during Vietnam and actually got wounded and got shot in Vietnam. 4-time Super Bowl champ. Beckett authenticated. This is a really cool Steelers jersey. Rocky Bleier, who is I think a Purple Heart a recipient. I'm not positive on that, but I know he was shot in the buttocks in Vietnam. Alright. Steelers in this break. Mason! Double hit for Mason! Rocky Bleier. Jersey. Mason, I've actually never seen this. I'm a huge Steeler fan, as you can tell, with my Steelers. And I've actually never seen this one. So that's really cool. Alright. Here we go. One more. Box number 6. Box 6. Filled up all the way around. Doing its thing. Did we have any Rocky Bleier guesses or Patrick Peterson guesses? Let me know in the chat if anybody guessed correctly. That's 1 cut. That's 2. Sealed up going across. We have... This is the throwing it old school. We have a Rams hit, and that's Henry. Yes, it is. Henry Ellard. Henry Ellard coming out of there. That's an 80s hit if I've ever seen it. Henry Ellard. That obviously will go to the Los Angeles Rams on the hit. LA Rams, which is where Ellard would have played. And that's going out to David. David, congratulations. He was Purple Heart? Okay. It's an awesome story. For those who are unaware of the Rocky Bleier story, it's really, really cool. And that's really cool that they made a jersey for him on that. Alright, so gotta go in, I gotta do something here. Alright, I gotta give away a little something. Let's do, how about this? It's not necessarily gonna be a lot, but I'm gonna give away a pack of Contenders 2021 football to a random team here. Alright, this random team will not be awarded towards the giveaway. But, you know, like as far as the guesses. But this is, you know, I want to throw this in just because of the Juan Soto issue. You know. So, one random team. It'll be the top team here that did not win an item. So, it can't be any of the 3 teams that got a hit. So, top team that did not get hit. If it's the Steelers, we would move down to the second team. Just want to add this to somebody that, you know, just because of the little Juan Soto thing. Alright, Dallas Cowboys. Alright, Dallas Cowboys. And then this break, that is Mike. Alright, Mike, Mr. Widows. You are going to get this pack here, Mike. Little something, something. Not my air, but, you know, it's weird. And obviously, Soto's a big name, so. Alright, Mr. Widows, this is your pack. Let's see if we can pull something neat out of here. Alright, Mike, you're going to get a Justin Herbie, Mark Andrews, Nelson Aguilar, Dak, there's Big Ben, Randall Cobb, A.J. Brown, still with the Titans there, and a power, David Montgomery, and ironically, powering up against the Detroit Lions in that. Alright, Mike, just a little something extra that we'll toss in your way. Alright, and then the Henry Ellard, by the way, Beckett authenticated on, which is really cool because that is that old school Rams logo. Oh, Mike, I actually don't know if I've ever seen that documentary. But I'll have to check it out. Thank you for telling me. Again, I apologize about the whole issue we had just that now with the Juan Soto. Who knows? Juan Soto might now be in a future giveaway. Alright, guys. Let me get caught up here. All the spots that have been purchased since I made that comment. Alright, so we have, give me a second here, we'll pause for station identification. We've got Chris, Dudley, Chris again, Jake, Mr. Evans, Dudster, and Aaron, since I made that comment. Alright, I'm going to go in, I'm going to put your names in for this. So Aaron, you're going to get, let's see, there's 2 for you, 1 and 2. You're also getting the Bears. And you're going to get, Aaron bought the Bears and also a spot in the Centennial. Dudley bought a spot in the random team football break and you'll get your name added. Mr. Evans, you have the Marlins and you'll get your name in there twice, 1, 2, and then also let me put you in there and let's do this one. There's that, and then the Marlins. And Jake, you get your name in there twice as well. Jake, you got the Brewers, and you've got the Centennial. Chris, got the name in there, and Chris grabbing the Rays. Also grabbing the Commanders. Thank you, Chris. Dudster, Centennial, getting your name in there for the giveaway. Chris, also getting his name in there again. And that is for the random teams. Alright. Let's update this now. Alright, almost sold out of everything, guys. Thank you. Just checking out one thing real quick. Then we'll get into this. Thank you guys for the patience in my stupidity. Did anybody guess any of those players correctly? That's the main cog in the equation, I guess. Alright. We have, I had to add one baseball spot. It looked like the Texas Rangers I did not sell in the one break, so that's my bad. Yeah. Alright, we're good. let's go do the Duke. Let's do the Duke. Alright, let me refresh our screen. But I know I have to do a giveaway here. No one guessed correctly, right? You guessed Juan Soto. Alright, here's the deal. We have a 50-50 chance here at a box of mystery. Alright, it'll be 50-50 chance. Box of mystery. Alright. We'll get the babes out there. This will be an all babes chance. And as long as you had a comment, you're going to have a chance here. Well, maybe not the all babes. There it is. There. This is going to be a chance. We got an all babes matchup. We're going to do a hobby pack of and a whammy. Hobby pack and whammy lining up here. 50-50 chance. I'm just going to go literally everything I just saw in the last like 5 minutes. Probably the last 15 minutes. Top name. It has to be a name. Can't be a weird thing like JK or I guess Soto. Those don't count. It has to actually be a name. Top name's going to get a box of mystery here. Yep, I took odd comments, everything on this. There's... Oop, don't try that though. There's 5. That's 6. One more is going to be 7. Here we go. Lamp. All right, there we go. Jones, you get to pick a box here. Congratulations, Jones. 50-50 chance here at a hit or a whammy. Jones in for a hit here. Red babes. You got it. Alright. Passed up on the silver babes. And the silver babes had the whammy. And, oh, no, they didn't. The silver babes had the hit. The silver, or so-called hit, is a Topps Heritage 2020 high number hobby pack. Alright, so the hobby pack, not today. That means Jones. The red babes had the whammy. Whammy, yeah. Alright, Jones. You are going to get a box with the world's smallest micro. But this is actually pretty cool because inside there is also a world's smallest comic book. Alright, so let's go in, Jones. Let's see what you're getting. Alright, so that is everything right there. It's all in here. There's a checklist. Let's go. Alright, I see the comic book. This is... Whoa, no way. And that opens up, you can actually take the toy out? Oh my gosh. I don't want to do that though. You can actually take the toy out right there. I'm going to put it back in. I didn't realize the world's smallest toy actually opened up. This is from Battle Cat, Masters of the Universe Battle Cat. And you also have a Masters of the Universe comic book. So Masters of the Universe Battle Cat, which is an actual toy from it. Then a Masters of the Universe comic book, which is a real comic book. It's not like one page. It's a real micro whole story comic book. You're going to need a little help with the readers. But that's really cool. Alright, so that'll be coming your way there, Jones. Masters of the Universe. As I say, bizarrely cool. What did I say? Did I say? Did I not say Battle Cat? Well, I would love. I'm like, what did I call it? Dudley. Yeah. Seriously. Alright, guys. It is time for a little love from the Duke football. Alright, Duke football time. Alright, ooh. Actually, this is the magnifying glass. There's a magnifying glass that came with it. I dropped it on the table. I didn't see it because it's clear. There's a magnifying glass that actually comes with it. So that'll come with it, Jones. So I'm putting that in there for you. Alright. For this break, you guys are going to tell me one NFL team. Dunster. One NFL team. If it comes out of the jersey or the football, you'll have a chance here at a box of mystery. Alright, one NFL team for everybody to guess out there. Box 1 is on the table. Box 1 is on the table, or jersey 1 is on the table for the jersey. We have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we'll go with jersey number 2. Jersey number 2. Let me grab that one. Here she goes. Jersey 2. Jersey 1. Adios. Alright, guys. Then for the football, on the table we have number 68. Behind me we have number 83. 63 and 83. 60. I can't talk. 68 and 83. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 68. It stays out there. Let's go. Alright, for this, guys, all you're doing, give me one NFL team. We still have some spots out there. If you want to buy a spot, still for that giveaway, if you're wondering the giveaway, 3 people will end up with a pack of 2021. It's a hobby pack guaranteed auto, a jumbo pack of select draft picks from 2022, and a Zenith. And I think the Zenith is actually 2025. No, 2024 product. Sorry, 2024 Zenith product. And just a few spots remaining on the site, so. Alright, guys. We have Jake with the Cardinals, Aaron with the Falcons, June's got the Ravens. We've got Aaron looking to hit big with the Bills, Avery with the Panthers, Aaron's got the Bears, George has the Bungles, Mike has the Browns, Jeff has the Boys and the Broncos. We've got Stacy with the Lions, Larry's got the Pack Attack, Aaron's got the Texans, Jeff has the Colts, David's got the Jags, Todd's got the Chiefs, William's got the Raiders, here comes Anthony with the Chargers, Dave has the Rams, Scott's got the Dolphins, Stacy's got the Vikes, Aaron's got the Pats, Jesse with the Saints, George has the Giants, Mike with the Jets, Daniel's going Fly Eagle Fly, Charlene with them Steelers, Chris has the Niners, Thomas with the Seahawks, Aaron's got the Bucks, Chris has the Titans, and sitting on the commode. Alright, guys, let's get the ladies out here. Or at least a lady. Because we've got Mrs. Spoonie out here. Hey, guys, here we go. Big hit. Quarterback, quarterback, quarterback. She loves her QBs. Oh, yeah. My daughter's going to have to help her out because her arm's getting in the way of her mouth. Alright, this is box 2. We're going to there's a cut up there. We're going to unseal it up that way. Alright, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Box number 2. Seeing a little... a 1 and a 4. A 1 and a 4. Ooh, okay. We have a Detroit Lion. Detroit Lion. How about a little... oh my god, I must call him Deion Branch. Brian Branch. Brian Branch coming out of here for the Detroit Lions on a Alabama jersey. Alright, so Detroit Lions on the board. That is Stacy. Stacy, congratulations. Beckett authenticated. Alabama, Brian Branch. Not currently suspended. right, Brian Branch, Detroit Lions. All right, Beckett authenticated. All right, we have football number 68, 6'8". That's sealed up. That's all the way around. That's the front, back, top, buttocks. Let's go. Oh, he said buttocks. Let's go. Here we go, guys. Good luck. Push, push. Do it pop up. Alright, so we see a certificate of authenticity information right there. Toss that aside. Football right there. Alright, we have. Ooh. Alright. We have an active player. Active player. Alright, let's see. This was a late buy. This is one of the last purchases of the night, if I'm not mistaken. At least from this break. So if you're still looking to make a purchase, let me tell you, this is what can happen if you buy in late and buy a spot. Like I said, one of the last, at least last 3 or 4 spots that was available in this break. Alright, look at this. Here. Let's see if it's a team ball or an NFL ball. Oh, it is a team ball. Alright, we have a tight end. From the Bears. Look at that. The Chicago Bears. We have tight end Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet coming out of there. Sweet looking football. I love this series. That get authenticated. There's that Bears logo right there. There's the commish. Look at that. Look at that pigskin. On a Cole Kmet branded football. Those are so awesome. This series, one of my favorite items we do. All right, Aaron. Cole Kmet. Bears and Lions, so the NFC North strong on this one. All right, NFC North flying strong. All right, so Bears and Lions. Oh my! I never. What did I do? Did I tell you to guess? Yeah, I did. Alright. I was gonna say. Just never said no guesses. Alright. Bears and Lions. Angela and Jesse have the Bears. And that's it. It's coming down to Angela and Jesse. Alright, Angela and Jesse. If I'm missing somebody, let me know. But I think it's a battle between Angela and Jesse for the giveaway here. Alright, let me put the boxes together for you guys. And Jesse. We just did football, right? Alright, Angela and Jesse. We have police, golden egg, and flowers. Alright. List randomizer. Top name 7 times. Pick a box of mystery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jesse! Alright, Jesse. Which box would you like, Jesse? We've got the police, the babes, no, police, flowers, and gold. I'm going to go in with the egg. Alright, that means you passed up on the police. Inside the police was a pack of Score Football 2022. Score Football 2022. Then you also passed up on the flowers. Inside the flowers, how about this? How about an Optic Football 2024 Jumbo pack? Optic 2024 Jumbo. That was a big one. Big potential with that. That means, Jesse, you stumbled into a whammy. Alright, Jesse, inside of here, how about this? How about your very own Star Wars cutie cuff? Your Star Wars cutie cuff is going to look great on your arm. Let's find out what bad boy is coming out of here for you, Jesse. Alright, your cutie cuff. Look at Darth Vader. Look at this. This Darth Vader, you go, it's a little slap bracelet, and you go like this, and look, that cutie cuff now Darthin' on me. Look at that, Jesse, I am your father. Look at that. Your little cutie cuff, Jesse, coming your way. Congratulations. Cutie cuffs. By Menon. Alright, Jesse, that's coming your way. Alright, let me look at one thing just for discussion here. We will have on the site stuff for next week. Alright, so just a heads up. Let's see, I gotta fix that. Alright, so let's see. There are 3 spots left. Alright, so just as a reminder, these are the giveaway items. There are 3 spots left. Aaron's got 2 spots, Dudley has a spot, Mike has 2 spots, Jake has 2 spots, Chris has 3 spots, and Dudley has another. So Dudley with 2 spots. That's just the order that the orders came in for those giveaways. There are 3 potential spots left for the rest of the giveaways. The spots we have left, I had to add this because I didn't realize I still had the Texas Rangers available. So the Texas Rangers are out there if you want to grab them for the Gold Rush bat and 2 baseball break, which we may no longer have. I think someone just bought that. Yep, that's gone. Then we have 1 spot remaining in the Centennial and 1 spot, aka 2 teams left in the football break. Everything else, she gone. Alright, so we'll do this break right here. I'll have to refresh this here once I see who bought this spot. This was Thomas Q. Thomas, I'm going to put you in with the Rangers. my bad on that issue. Alright, guys. We have not one, but 2 baseballs. So this is baseball 2, this is baseball 3, and then we have bat number 1 as a placeholder on the table. For this break, I'm going to have you guys in the chat give me, have some fun with this, give me 5 Major League Baseball players. 5 players, 1 line. 5 players, 1 line. While you do that, let's figure out the baseballs that we'll be using. Alright, and the guesses can be for anything that comes out of any of these, the baseballs or the bat. Alright, we've got 2, we've got 3, 7, 8, 9, and that's a 1. 10. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 2 staying out there, and 7's going to replace box 3. So we're going to be playing Thomas's favorite poker hand out there. It's the 7 deuce. Alright, so Thomas, we got your poker hand. 7 deuce. So there is box 7. There's box 2. Box 3. Adios. Alright, bat 1 is on the table. Let me see the other bats that are possible. 2 and 6. 1, 2, and 6 are the bats that we have as potential bait. 1, 2, and 6. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so we're going to use bat number 6. Let me grab bat number 6. So, there we go. Right. That's the right button. Alright, so there we are. Bat number 6. Coming off here was bat numero uno. Alright. In our break, we've got Jake with the Diamondbacks, George has the Braves, Richard's got the O's. We've got Carlton with the Red Sox, Thomas with the Cubs, Eric's got the White Sox, Angela's got the Reds, Wadden's got the Guards and the Rocks. Carlton looking to stay in with the Tigers, Avery's got the Astros, Michael E. with the Royals. Richard's got the Angels in the outfield. Jake's got the Dodgers. Mike has the Marlins. I have Michael and Mike in this. Sorry, Mike. Jake with the Brewers. Case has the Twins. Scott with the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Aaron's got the A's. Case with the Phillies. David with the Pirates. Anthony's got the Padres. Zachary's with the Giants. Richard's got the M's. Here comes Michael with the Cards. Chris with the Rays. Thomas with the Rangers. Stacy with the Jays. And Caden sleeping on the Nats. Alright, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses. Alright. Alright. We had an STD earlier, but how about a little STP? Alright, STP, a little micro toy. One of the micro toys my daughter gave me once as a good luck charm, a little STP. Let's see if we can oil up a biggie. Now, this is box number 2. Alright, so we're going to cut into the seal here and there. I don't think he got traded, but we have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. We have former first-round draft pick from the Dodgers, Kendall George. Kendall George out of here. All right, I don't think he got traded, but I'm going to double-check just to make sure that Kendall George was not traded this year. Yep, still with the Dodgers. Still with the Dodgers. All right, good. Kendall George, first-round draft pick 2023. Dodger hit in the house. All right, so Dodgers. That is Jake. Jake Congratulations. Couple prospects for you from the Dodgers. We're bleeding a little Dodger blue tonight, Jake, with those prospects. All right, let me see where Kendall George sits in the Dodger realm. There we go. Kendall George, Dodger prospect. Yeah, we've got Aaron twice. A hat and a photo. Love the pull mantle. Love it. Alright. Baseball, let's see. I just gotta mark that down. We've actually pulled in a baseball Muhammad Ali, but we've also pulled in a baseball from this series, what's his name? Mantle will be good. From the Yankees, Aaron Judge. We pulled Aaron Judge, and then we've also pulled another big-time Yankee. We once pulled Joe DiMaggio. All right. Secondary seal right there. This is really cool. Speaking of the World Series, this is going to be based on current team, this is actually really neat. All right. We have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated 2022 World Series Baseball with the statistics of David Hensley, World Series champion, 2 for 7, 287, excuse me, average in the World Series from David Hensley. That'll be based on current team. Is he still an Astro? He is not. He is a Marlin. Alright, so this is going to be based on... There's no team listed, so we're going to go with team... Let me just double check. Hold on, no. Alright, so this is... Check this out. He played in the Mexican League this year. So this will be an Astro because he's 1 full year removed out of Major League Baseball. 1 full year removed out of Major League Baseball. Alright, so this is going to be based on games played. Because he's in the Mexican League actually this year. Alright, so based on games played in his career, this is going to be an Astros hit. Alright, because he played in the Mexican League. So yes, World Series Baseball, 1 full year removed out of organized baseball. We're going with the Mexican League guy, so this means games played. Houston Astros. Houston Astros. Sorry, Mike. This is going to go out to Avery. Oh, thank you, Thomas. Alright, so very cool looking baseball right there. One full year out of baseball, organized baseball, in the professional majors. Go games played. Alright, let me mark that down. Houston Astros. Avery, congrats, David. Alright, guys. It is time for the bat. No, bat time. That's the barrel. So we're gonna try to open up on the other side. That is bat 6. That's definitely the barrel. Let's take it on this side. That's the knob. It's go time. Let's go, guys. Good luck. That's one cut. Another. Rawlings bat. We have speaking of prospects, here we go. This is one of the top 3 prospects in all of baseball. This spot just sold. Literally just sold about 10 minutes ago. We have from the Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers, one of the best prospects in the entire game of baseball. Sebastian Walcott. Sebastian Walcott just sold about 10 minutes ago right there. Sebastian Walcott, Texas Ranger baseball bat. What a hit for Thomas. Thomas, a monster hit right there. Like I said, one of the best prospects. He's considered one of the top 3 in all of baseball today. Sebastian Walcott, Texas Rangers. Let's just see. I'll show you his profile. He'll be listed number 2 on here, but he's like one of the top 3 in all of game now. Sebastian Walcott. If you want to read that later, you're welcome to. There's a lot on Sebastian Walcott online, though. Yes, late by karma indeed. You ain't gonna get that chance at the giveaway. With that late by $12 gets a bat shipped. The cost to ship it is higher than the bat cost. You know, they cost more to ship it than the spot cost. A lot more to ship it. Alright, Thomas. I'm gonna guess no one guessed these names. Those are tough names. No. That's okay. Give me 1 second here. I think there's 1 spot left on the site too, by the way, before I can do that giveaway. Thomas, let me put your name in the giveaway as well. As I say that, I think someone just bought it. And Ronald, what up, Ronald? I got you in there as well. Ronald, you, before I do the giveaway, I'm just putting these in so it'll show up. Ronald. And who bought the last spot on the site right now? Kudos to you, Case. Thank you, Case. Let's see if Case gets second luck with that spot. Plus, they'll get the chance at the giveaway. Alright. Let's figure out who's going to get a box of mystery here. I'm going to tell you right now, we'll do... Alright, I know what we'll do. Alright, we're good. Be good. Two hits, one whammy. Let's go. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, there it is. I was going to say, I know exactly what I want this to be. Alright, 2 hits, 1 whammy. Everybody that put a guess in is going to have a chance here. Everybody. Alright. No, I accidentally deleted that, so I'll just put it like that. 1. Has to be name. Has to be... Okay, come on, ram.org. I swear I hit it. There we go. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more top name. Let's go. This is going to be June. June. You get to pick a box of mystery here, June. All right, June. Your options here: Flowers, Golden Egg, and the Police. All right, June. Golden Egg, you are welcome. All right, June. That means you passed up on the Flower. The Flower had a hobby pack with a guaranteed auto, so you missed out on that. Then you passed up on the Police. The Police had the elusive Diamond Kings hanger pack, 2022. All right, June. Whammy time! Wah! How about this, June? How about this? Your very own Punch Buggy. You're going to get a Punch Buggy. This bad boy is coming your way. It's the Slug Bug, the Punch Buggy, the Volkswagen Beetle. All right, this guy, boom. I saw the Punch Buggy. I had to get it. I had to get it. You call it a Punch Buggy, it's sold. It's gone. It's coming your way. All right, June. There we go. Alright, guys. Giveaway time for all those bonus spots that were purchased. Alright, giveaway time. We have 3 breaks remaining. Giveaway time. We'll do those first. Alright, so top spot, guaranteed auto from the 2021 draft class. Second spot, Jumbo Select Draft Picks 2022. Third spot, Zenith 2024 pack. Any trips coming up here, June, overseas soon? Alright. One person can, in theory, win all 3 of these. Top 3 names. Top name on the 7th time is going to get the hobby pack with the auto. Second name will get the Select 2022 Jumbo. And the third name will get the Zenith pack. There's 3, and it's on the 7th time we'll do that. Thank you guys for buying these last spots. There's 5 times. Here we go. That's 6. Top 3 names. Let's go. 7th time. Thomas Q, you're going to get that hobby auto pack, plus you got that auto just now. Look at that. The best $12 you've spent in a long time, Thomas, right there. Deli's going to get the Jumbo, and Case got the last spot luck with the Zenith pack. All right, guys. Thank you, Thomas, Dudley, Case. Thank you, everybody, obviously. You guys are going to get this. Let me just write these down on my end. Let's plan to do this break next. All right, Thomas, Q, Dudley, and Case. All right, Case, Dudster, and Thomas with the auto hobby. All right, Case, here's your 4-card Zenith 2024 pack. Alright. How about a Joe Alt rookie? Joe Alt, get well soon. A Dante Hall no huddle. Is that numbered? Not numbered, but Dante Hall, no huddle. There is a Ryan Flournoy, a rookie. And an Aeneas Williams in there. So nothing huge. Joe Alt has the potential to be a really good tackle, but unfortunately, obviously out for the rest of this year. Alright, Case, that's coming your way. Dudster! The Dudlerino. Alright, Dudley, there is a Jumbo pack here. Let's see what you've got. There's a Zeke Elliott. Chris Olave rookie. Nice pull right there. Donovan McNabb. A Kyle Hamilton rookie. Another good player. Matty Ice. DeAndre Swift. Jamar Chase, second year Prism. How about this guy? How about a Tom Brady Tom Brady Prism right there. That's a cool looking card right there. Tom Brady Prism. I don't think it's numbered. Nope, but a nice looking Tom Brady. How about an unstoppable insert of Patty Mahomes? Two of the greatest quarterbacks right there of all time. A Prism Larry Fitz, one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. Pitt Panther right there on a Prism. DK Metcalf. How about a Garrett Wilson rookie? Randy Moss. Kyron Williams rookie. And a Debo. That's a great pack. Absolutely loaded pack. Alright, it's going to be hard to top that, Dudley. Dudley got a great pack right there. Alright, Thomas. Let's see what you got. This is a guaranteed auto out of here, Thomas. So let's see. It's all gravy after the Sebastian Walcott. But let's see. KJ Costella. How about a Jalen Waddle peak performance rookie? It's a great pull. Tylan Wallace. Your auto will skip. We'll skip the auto. There's Blake Prohl, son of Ricky Prohl. Travis Etienne. And Richard LeCounte. So the Etienne rookie right there. And your auto, quarterback David Moore. David Moore. Quarterback David Moore. Got some nice rookies in Waddle and Etienne too. Alright guys. That'll be a look at those things. It is time for a little love. The single jersey break. Alright, very simple on this one. You guys give me... You know what? Let's do this again. I want you guys to give me 3 NFL players. If anybody guesses the player that comes out of here, you're guaranteed to get something that's autographed. Guaranteed to get something autographed if you guess the player that comes out of the box of mystery. So 3 players, 1 line. Thomas, you guys are all welcome. Alright, we've got box 2 on the table. We also have 4, 5, and 6. 2, 4, 5, and 6. Seven times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, box 6. Box number 6. And I do have to randomize the teams. Those aren't the teams you're gonna have, but just a heads up, I do have to randomize the teams. There's 6. 2 is out of here. Alright. So now I'm gonna grab all the teams. Players. So if this was a 7-time Mason, would have the Cardinals, and Ronald, you would have the Commanders, okay? But we're going to go in here, we're going to hit random, and it's going to mix this all up, alright? And we're going to have a new order, and these are going to be the teams you're assigned. I will give you guys a little bit of time. I don't know why that happened. Try private translations. I don't need it translated. There's 6 times. These are all great translations. Aaron, you're going to have the Cardinals. Chris, you're going to have the Commanders. I'm going to copy this, as you can see right there. Paste it. We'll go in and hit refresh. Alright guys, I'll give you guys a moment to see if you want to make any trades. We've got Aaron with the Cardinals, Stacy with the Falcons, Caden with the Ravens, Juan's got the Buffalo Bills, Dudley's got the Panthers, Mason's got the Bears, June with the Bungles, Chris has the Browns, Stacy's got the Cowboys, Thomas with the Broncos, Ronald's got the Lions, Mike's got the Pack Attack, Mason with the Texans, Mike's got the Colts, Thomas got the Jags, Aaron with the Chiefs. We've got Brett looking at big with the Raiders, Aaron with the Chargers, Brett's got the Rams. Brett, you have the former Los Angeles team and the current. You've got Ronald with the Dolphins, Aaron with the Vikes, June's got the Pats, Chris with the Saints, Mason with the Giants, Chris has the Jets, Mason with the Fly Eagle Fly, Chris has the Steelers, Dudster with the 49ers, Chris has the Seahawks, Caden with the Bucks, Juan's got the Titans, and Chris sitting happily with the Commode. I will call no more guesses here. And then if you want to make a trade, you guys, I'll give about 15 seconds left to make a trade. Otherwise, we'll move on and open this big boy up. I'm not seeing any trade chatter. All right, no trades. No trades it is. All right. We'll get Knuckles out there. We've got a donut version of Knuckles from Sonic World. We're going to open up box 6. Box 6. So you can see this is sealed up with the plastic saran, shrink wrap, all that good stuff. Let's give it a cut across. Rip it. Secondary seals right there. Good luck, everybody. One more time from our friend Knuckles. I see a 1. I see a 7. I see a Philadelphia Fly Eagle Fly. How about a little Harold Carmichael, Hall of Fame wide receiver, Harold Carmichael from the Eagles. All right, so we have Mason on the hit right there. Beckett authenticated Mason, Harold Carmichael. Congratulations, Mason, on the hit. Harold Carmichael, Hall of Fame wide receiver for the Fly Eagle Fly. Nice colors on that. Little pop, good save. Alright, let me mark this down for the Eagles. Harold Carmichael. That's a tough one for the guest, too. Alright, no one had that as a guess. That was a tough one. I will still give someone a 50-50 chance at an auto, though. How about that? 50-50 chance at an auto. Not a guarantee, but one person's here going to have 50-50 chance at the auto or the whammy. Auto or whammy here. Alright, so 50-50 chance at an auto or whammy. Alright, guys. Chat, the chat went dry. Just want to make sure we're still live, we're still good. Tell me your favorite color 1 through 10. And yes, that wasn't meant to make sense. Just really went dry. Okay, that's like we went quiet in the chat. We're good. We're good. It's late. I get it. Alright. As long as you put a guess in, 50-50 chance here. 1, 2, has to be a name. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, hey, look at that. It is your night right now, Thomas. Thomas, 50-50 chance. Thomas Q, 50-50 chance. Alright, Thomas. Do you want the flowers or the babes? Flowers or the babes? Jeffro. Going with the flower power. Alright, Thomas. That means you passed up on the babes. Not all whammies are created equal. Whammy! You just passed up on a Christmas ornament. This Christmas ornament was a Season's Treatings, so more like the s'mores out of life. Get s'more out of life. Alright, so you passed up on the whammy. That means you got a guaranteed auto. Guaranteed auto, Thomas. The autos are just rolling your way now. This is a 2022 hobby pack with a guaranteed auto. All right, Thomas, let's see which guy is coming now. All right, Chase Garbers, Brad Hawkins. We'll skip the auto. It is numbered. The auto is numbered. Carson Strong, Bryce Young, rookie, Jeremy Ruckert, and another Jeremy Ruckert. So a couple Jeremy Ruckert tight end. Your auto numbered. How about number 32 out of 100, Luigi Villain. Luigi Villain, defensive end. Luigi Villain. Villain. I can't even talk. Luigi Villain. All right, so those cards coming your way. Obviously nothing huge, but hey, we tried. Thomas, we're getting you every auto you can. Green's my favorite color too, Thomas. Alright, guys, it's baseball time. Alright. Don't worry if you don't see your name. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll figure that out here in a little bit. It's Centennial Love. We have to figure out the photo first. Alright, we have numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. For this, all you have to do is give me one letter from the alphabet. That's all you have to do. STD was popular last time. Alright, so 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. For the photo, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Photo number 2. Photo number 2. Let's cross out number 2 on our cheat sheet. Grab number 2 right there. Alright, then we have jersey number 1 coming on the table right there. We also have the possibilities of 1, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, so 1, 5, 6, and 7. One time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 7. Box 7 here for the jersey. Let's see, we did this break right here. Alright, so box 7. I'm right here. Jersey number 7. Number 1's Adios. And let me cross that off. Alright, and then for the Centennial, number 3 is on the table right in front of you. It's number 3. We also have 4, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, so 3, 4, 8, 9, and 10. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, we're going to go with number 9. Number 9. Alright, so I have all the other ones here. Number 9's right there. I should have shown you 3 was coming off. Alright, guys. Last call on those guesses for letters. Last call on the letter guessing. Because we have Zachary with the letter A, Case with the letter Z, but we're going to swap those out and change it all about. Alright, so you can see Zachary had A, Case had Z. It ran them 7 times. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Daniel will have A, and Jesse will have Z. Alright. And then we're going to go back in, and I will paste these. And then if anybody wants a trade, I'll give you 10 seconds to discuss that. Alright, Daniel has A, Larry has B, Maris C, Case D, Jake E, Aaron F, Zachary G, Caden has H, June has I, Aaron J, Chris has K, Jake has L, Thomas has M, Michael has N, Mike has O, sorry Mike, again, apologize for the confusion on having your name 2 different ways. Aaron has P and Q, Charlene has R, June has S, Jake has T, Zachary has U, Dudster has V, Jake has W, Daniel's got X, Larry's got Y, and Jesse's got Sleepy Z. Alright, I'm not seeing any trade chatter. No, with no trade chatter, I'm gonna say no more guesses, no trades. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the good luck baseball duck out there. Quack quack. All right, let's use the photo first. Box 2, photo number 2, sealed up that way across. All right, we have from the Cleveland Guardians / Indians, former Rookie of the Year with the Twins, Marty Cordova. Marty Cordova, Maris, that'll come down your way on the beachfront. Marty Cordova, nice hit right there. Packet authenticated by the former Rookie of the Year. All right, so Marty Cordova on the photo, the letter C. These fits for the helmet. All right, remind me if I forget. All right, for our jersey, quack quack. Black bag, box 7. Gonna give it a cut across the top there. Look at that. We have Mama Mookie Wilson. No, Mookie. Oh my gosh. Willie Wilson. 1985 World Series champion Willie Wilson. Not Mookie. Willie Wilson, and that is a blue Royal. That time I said Blue Jay. Willie Wilson is a Royals hit, Kansas City Royals, and that's a letter W. Jake. It didn't matter what team. Jeez. 85 World Series championship Willie Wilson, and that is a Royal Willie Wilson. The letter W for Jake. It's the first Willie Wilson we've ever pulled. Alright guys, here we go. Big time potential time. Let's go. Box 9. Not guaranteed to always be an auto. Could be a massive rookie card. But here we go. Let's go. Slice it down like that. Let's rip some gold. We have a slab PSA autograph rookie. Alright, you're going to like this one, guys. It is a Gem Mint 10 Bowman Fernando Tatis Jr. autograph rookie. Look at that. Fernando Tatis Jr. The letter T. Jake with a huge pull right there. Jake, that's awesome. Fernando Tatis Jr. Oh, that's so nice. This is a 20... Oh, it's hard to tell. 2019, I think? 2017. This is Bowman 2017. Fernando Tatis Jr. 2017. So one of his first Padre cards. Because for a fun fact, he's actually a former White Sox. Jake, there we go. We'll take late 5 karma on that. That's a nice card. Fernando Tatis Jr. 2017. That's a real young Tatis. Alright. Well, we didn't have the S, but we had the TD. We had a WTD that time, so it was close. WTD for the guessing here, guys. WTD. 83, Ronnie's got it. Anybody else? I think Ronnie's the only correct guess. Ronnie, which I got is that I'm assuming that's Ronald from the buy-in. I just want to make sure. Ronnie, 83 Ronnie, is that also known as Ronald Bowers or Ronald B? I just want to make sure. Because you're going to get a box of mystery here, Ronald. Alright, Ronald. Box of mystery. So, we have gold, we have police, and we have a shark. Jake, what a hit. What a hit. What a couple of hits there you got. But the Tatis rookie's sick. One more break, guys. One more break. We'll have stuff ready for our next break. Remember, it is a 10-day layoff. Going with the shark. All right, Ronald. You got it. Passed up on the police. Inside the police, how about a Topps Update Hobby Pack? Topps Update Hobby Pack. Passed up on the whammy. All right, inside of here, how about this? You missed out. Not all whammies create equal. You missed out on Nick the Lounge Singer from Saturday Night Live. Nick the Lounge Singer from Saturday Night Live. Whammy. Missed out on that guy. Alright, Ronald. That means you are going to take home this hanger pack. Look at this. This is a 2022 Diamond Kings hanger. So this hanger pack is coming your way. Let's rip it open and see what we're going to pull out of here for you. Alright. Hanger love. Little Satchel Paige. Kirby Puckett. Couple of HOFs. Brian Hayes. Gold Glover. Jazz Chisholm. Eddie Stanky. What a last name. Stanky. Eddie Murphy. Oh my god, Murphy. Eddie Murray. Hall of Famer. Freddie Freeman. Future Hall of Famer. Ed Rush. There's an Edward Cabrera. Rookie. Seth Beer. Rookie. There's a Brian De La Cruz. Nice little die cut of Alexi. How about this? Some guy named Roger Maris on an artist proof. There's an artist palette, Josh Donaldson. There's a Salvi Perez, aficionado. Chris Bryant. Randy Johnson, not hitting a bird. Aaron Ashby, rookie. There's a Greg Dykman. And you're going to end it on a Colton Welker. Colton Welker. Alright, yeah. When you get about 8 Hall of Famers, not too shabby. Alright, Ronald, that's coming your way. Alright, guys. This last break of the night, we know we're going to be breaking box number 52. Box 52. For this break, I want everybody out there to put in the chat, this is all you have to do, one NFL team. If you guess the team that comes out of the mini helmet or the authentic full-size helmet, you are guaranteed, that's right, guaranteed a box of mystery. Guaranteed a box of mystery. Every single person that guesses correctly to end the night will get this. You're all good, Jake. Or Jake Jones. We know we're breaking box 52. And that's it. I'm going to read off the names, who we've got with us. Good luck, everybody. Chris, you've got the Cards. Aaron with the Falcons. Jesse's got the Ravens. Case with the Bills. We've got Chris with the Panthers. Thomas has the Bears. Dave has the Bungles. Maris with the Browns. Jeff has the Boys. Mike has the Broncos. Sarah's got the Lions. Rick is going with the Packers. Jeff has the Texans, the Colts, and the Jags. Rick with the Chiefs. Case has the Raiders. David with the Chargers. Thomas has the Rams. Mike with the Dolphins. Aaron's got the Vikes. Jeff has the Pats. Chris with the Saints. Jeff going Giants. Giants. Rick has the Jets. Daniel with the Fly Eagle Fly. Thomas has the Steelers. Chris with the Niners. Thomas has the Seahawks. Jeff with the Bucks. Chris with the Titans, and June is sitting on the commode. Alright guys, no more guesses. Jake, you're good. You're in there. Box 52. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Thank you so much, as always, for breaking with me. And if you're unaware, a large portion of the proceeds from these breaks go towards my daughter's 529 college fund. Another large portion goes towards having a cash fund or cash flow for doing the breaks as well. So thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. I hope you have fun. That's the big reason I do this. I have fun. I love doing this. Yes, I have a full-time job. This is not my full-time job by any means. So my life is always a little crazy, a little hectic. So if I ever make a mistake or don't reply back to an email right away, I do my best to have fun and get back to you as soon as possible. Alright guys, good luck. Here we go. Box 5252. Alright, so we're going to see this seal over there across. Same deal on the bottom. But you know what? It makes more sense to open on the top, because why else would they make a top or a bottom? There's the helmets. Nothing else really in here except my cheat sheet. Alright, I'm really curious what team it's going to have the full-size authentic helmet on. I have a feeling it's going to be the team he was with last year, not this year. But we're going to find out. We are going to find out. Let's get a little bit more magic on that to see what team. We have an authentic helmet. Oh, this is a specialty helmet. This is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Here we go. Lunar Eclipse authentic helmet, wide receiver. Now with the Cowboys, but it is George Pickens. George Pickens on the hit. George Pickens. And that is going out to Thomas. Look at that, Thomas. A little request and a little good luck from Fitzmagic. Alright, Thomas, congratulations. That is a sweet looking helmet right there. It's an authentic Lunar Eclipse George Pickens. Now I'm going to lift it up. We're going to see the mini helmet here in a second. The mini helmet is a Jacksonville Jaguar. Jacksonville Jaguar. And we have not the quarterback, but we have the defensive back, Josh Allen. Josh Allen from the Jaguars. Josh Allen from the Jaguars. Alright, so we have Josh Allen, 41, Jaguars, and George Pickens, 14, with the Steelers. Alright, Jaguars, Jeff, and Jeff, we have Jeff on the hit. Jeff having a big night as well, actually. Alright, Jeff. Josh Allen going to Jeff. Not the other, but this Josh Allen is very underrated considering no one ever gets to talk to him because there's another Josh Allen. And then obviously George Pickens for the Steelers. Alright, Steelers and Jags for the guesses too. Alright, I'll give you another look at that Thomas. And that obviously, with that right there, makes it a JSA. Authentic helmet for you. And then Josh Allen. Alright, Steelers, Jaguars for guesses here. And if you enjoyed the break tonight, feel free to hit the like button. I appreciate it. Hopefully you had fun. I try to always make these fun. Even if you don't get a hit, I try to make it fun. So Thomas, you had the Steelers. Thomas, I think you're the only one with the box of mystery here. Alright, Thomas. box of mystery for you, my friend. Two hits, one whammy, Thomas. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Which box would you like to go with, Thomas? Hey, Jake, you are awesome as well, and I appreciate the very nice compliment. Hey, Thomas, have a great night as well. Alright, Thomas Sweeney going with the shark. Alright, Mr. Sweeney, the shark it is. Passed up on the police. Police had a big one. The optic pack right there. Monster optic pack. Then you went and passed up on the whammy bee. Inside the whammy was your very own pair of Heinz ketchup socks. Heinz ketchup socks. Catch up on that whammy later. Alright, Thomas. Your shark bait. How about this? How about a 2019 Prism Draft Picks pack? Let's go. Let's see if we can get you a nice rookie or two. 2019 Prism Draft Picks. Leonard Fournette. OBJ. How about a Lamar Jackson second-year card? Oh, that's a sick-looking Emmitt Smith. Look at that Emmitt Smith in his Gators uni. And a King Julio Jones. So you actually didn't get a rookie in here, which is kind of odd, actually. But a nice Lamar and nice Emmitt. All right, Thomas. I don't think you'll do too much complaining, though, after pulling that big boy. Congrats, Thomas. Congrats, everybody. And thank you so much for breaking with me. I really do, as always, appreciate it. I am going to be heading out. I have 3 trips, 2 work trips and 1 personal trip before we get to break again next. But I look forward to it. Have a great week to you guys as well. Shauna as well. Thank you guys. Jones, you too. Thomas, take care. And hopefully I see you guys on the 10th, the 14th, 10 days from now. I do have the break schedule on the website, so look forward to it, and take care, guys.